Lowndes High School didn't let me walk because they killed my brother. My parents was robbed of seeing their last two children walk across the stage due to their wrongdoings. Kendrick went to school with a book bag and came home in a body bag. Y'all didn't protect Kendrick. Y'all didn't protect that 17-year-old black boy that only wanted to go to school and play football. Y'all didn't protect him. And he got killed on y'all campus during school hours. But yet somehow y'all blame the parents and the family instead of doing the right thing. Y'all jump quickly into defense mode instead of just doing the right thing. It's finna be 13 years since Kendrick been gone. No justice, no answers, no nothing. My parents had to resume their son, then bury him for a second time. Do y'all know what that does to people? Not burying them once, but burying them twice. Do y'all know what that's like? And imagine if they wouldn't have resumed him. We'd have never knew that Kendrick had blunt force trauma in the neck. We'd have never knew that he was tased. We'd have never knew half of the things that we know about Kendrick now if we wouldn't have had him resumed. And when everybody want to speak about pain, just know my family felt it. My family done been through it. And if we don't deserve anything else, we deserve justice and to know what really happened to Kendrick Johnson. Y'all gotta pay for what y'all did. And like I done said previously, we're never going to stop until we get those answers. No matter if it takes 20 more years. Because y'all killed the wrong child. And somebody gotta pay for that one.
More now of our exclusive investigation into the death of Kendrick Johnson, specifically what school surveillance video can tell us about how he died and what's missing from it. Again, here's Victor Blackwell.
CNN has hired Grant Fredericks and his team at Forensic Video Solutions to analyze the hundreds of hours of surveillance from Lowndes High School. Although he does not believe the jumpy video is the result of editing, he says there are some other major problems.
Those files are not original files. They're not something that an investigator should rely on for the truth of the video. They've been altered in a number of ways, primarily in image quality, and likely in dropped information loss. There are also a number of files that are corrupted because they've not been processed correctly and they're not playable. So I can't say why they were done that way, but they were not done correctly and they were not done thoroughly. So we're missing information.
Fredericks says that's likely due to how investigators acquired the surveillance video.
Right now, what they've done is they have left it up to the school district to define what it is they want to provide the police. And I think that probably is a mistake.
According to Lowndes County Sheriff's Office incident reports, a detective watched a portion of the surveillance video the day Kendrick Johnson was found. Then he asked the school board's information technology worker for a copy of the surveillance video for the entire wing of the school with the old gym for the last 48 hours. 5 days later, that IT worker provided a hard drive, and according to the incident report, the detective verified it contained the requested surveillance video.
So the investigator's responsibility is to acquire the entire digital video recording system and then have their staff define what they want to obtain. You don't want somebody who might be party to the responsibility to make the decision as to what they provide the police.
And after hours of analysis, Fredericks questions whether Lowndes County Schools provided all of the surveillance video from the old gym to investigators.
There is a whole of time where none of the cameras provide any record that I've been provided.
Fredericks has all the camera angles and all the video released by the Lowndes County Sheriff's Office.
There are 4 cameras in the gym that records motion from when the lights turn on in the morning until when the lights are turned off at night, except for the area of interest.
The moments before Kendrick Johnson enters the gym. Look at what happens to the recordings from these 4 cameras in the gym. The time is recorded with the video. The first camera captures images from the start of the day until 12:04 p.m. Then, nothing. It picks up again at 1:09 p.m. There's consistent surveillance from the second camera until 11:05 a.m. Then it stops and picks up again more than 2 hours later at 1:15 p.m. The third camera also drops at 11:05 a.m. It picks up again at 1:16 p.m. And from the final camera, there's surveillance until 12:04 p.m., no recording for more than an hour, then it picks up again at 1:09 p.m.
I would absolutely expect there to be some record of that activity, and we don't have any here.
Here's why Fredericks would have expected the motion-activated system to record during that time. During that hour and 5 minutes, several students are seen walking into and out of the old gym from the surveillance camera just outside the gym door. We count 7 male students, and 3 of them walk into the gym within 3 minutes prior to Kendrick Johnson walking in.
I can't tell you whether there was no information recorded in the digital video system, or whether somebody made an error and didn't capture it, or whether somebody just didn't provide it.
When surveillance in the gym resumes at 1:09, we see just these few frames of Kendrick Johnson running in the gym. Here's that moment from all of the cameras in the gym, although there's a record from only 2, and the camera just outside the door. Notice, the hall camera timestamp appears to be 10 minutes behind, and there's no confirmation either time matches the exact time of day. It is the last time his image is captured on video. For the next hour, there are multiple gaps in the video surveillance in the gym.
And that is crucial. It's a really important time.
Well, it really is the only option to answer the question, really what happened.
And there's no video showing the initial discovery of a body in the gym. The next time we see Kendrick Johnson is the following day when he's being wheeled out of the gym in a body bag.
Do you believe it's a coincidence that that time period in the gym is missing?
Oh boy. Investigators are always suspicious and should be suspicious. And it's suspicious that that time period is not there. So yes, I would be suspicious. And until I have the digital video system in my hand, until I can say, or an investigator can say, everything is intact, this was what's recorded, I would still be highly suspicious of this.
So after fighting for months on a city street corner and in the county courthouse to get the surveillance video, Kendrick Johnson's parents still do not know who was in the gym before Kendrick ran in, nor who, if anyone, was there or what happened in those moments after.
Victor Blackwell joins us now. So what's the school district and the sheriff's department saying?
Well, Anderson, we sent a long list of questions to both an attorney for the sheriff's office and an attorney for the Lowndes County School District. Well, we have not received an answer to our questions from the attorney for the sheriff's office, but we have received a response from the attorney for the school district. No comment. Although that attorney has said that he will make the original hard drive available to the court. And of course, the Johnsons want to make sure that all the information from the school's hard drive was then given to the sheriff's office, which they hope eventually was all passed on to them. And of course, we'll find that out. Wow. Anderson?
How we should be. Remember me and you was talking a couple nights ago when we was talking about the difference between how they do their families and protect their families back then to how
yeah. We
don't
to.
do our
Most
so it
definitely.
sound like that there, you know, okay, he don't whoop my child. Hell nah. All of us about to go whoop this motherfucker's ass. You know, we're gonna go whoop this man's ass.
Man, listen, we gotta look at these situations like it's our own because it is really our people.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part about it. Like, I'm telling you, it hit close to home, man. Like, folks don't be expecting this to happen. Y'all really got to think this through, because that's what they always done to our people. They scream that. They always talking about, oh, your children bad. They ain't going to school. They ain't doing no sports, nothing. They just roaming the streets. But here you got this woman sending her son to school. He's a whole athlete, doing his thing. Same thing like Carmelo Anthony, right? But it's just so happened these little creeps and strange people try to come and actually do take your life. Allegedly. Just for the lie. And then they try to cover these things up. So when you do find yourself in these neighborhoods and you send your child to school and stuff like that, this is nothing that you about to expect. Like, it's not on your mind. Like, you think you did great as a parent. You know what I'm saying? You telling yourself, like, okay, my child in school. And it give you a break. It take weight off your shoulder. Like, okay, my child ain't in the street, so I ain't just got to worry about no, little crazy stuff happening. Like somebody trying to take them out. But instead, the whole time, this is about to happen at school, and nobody knew. So I'm just showing y'all how dangerous these people are and how they really don't give a damn. Like, you know how bold you got to be to unalive somebody at school and roll them up in a mat? Like, everybody just think about how crazy this shit is. Who in their right mind would sit down and think about some shit? Like, how did it even come to your mind? I never in my life even thought about no shit like that. Who the hell sit down and say, oh, we can do it in the gym? Like, man, so that's why I said we got to be on our shit, y'all. Like, these people do this daily. This is something that they do. It's not like it's, you know what I'm saying, it's new to them. It's how they living. So while we steady cracking jokes with them, with all that shit y'all be talking about, invite them to the cookout. Invite them to the cookout. You the cookout. That's how they look at us. You sitting there talking about inviting them and trying to party with them and shit, and they do shit like this, unalive our people and cover it up. Them folks don't look at you how you look at them. And we gotta stop doing that shit. But this type of case right here, y'all, like I said before I hit this, it just is disturbing. And after so long, she had no help. Go ahead.
I said, and we got to remember, it's not like they start to hate us when we get older and do certain things or behave certain ways or any of that thing. It ain't nothing to do with that, because you can look at the case of that nurse that was breaking the bones of infants in the hospital after they were born. You know what I mean? They don't like our children from birth. You know what I mean? So it's not no age limit to it or nothing. It's just an inherent hate that they have as soon as we enter this earth.
That's deep. And that's crazy. Because I didn't even look at it like that with the ages, but there's facts. It don't even matter how old you is. That they find out, if you one of those, you already know what time it is with these people.
What happened to what video? Yep, that's what it is, a silent tactic. That's different than what it is. And that's why they don't want it to leave outside this little old city right now. But it's going. It's going. It's definitely going. Y'all, I appreciate y'all for letting me vent to y'all, because, baby, I needed to get that out. That's right. Definitely. Soulless and godless. Black souls. That's what they is. Black souls. Yes, God. Yeah, it's 12 o'clock. Yeah, right. Me, right. Like, please. Nobody never get it. Thank you, Dad. Nobody never get that money because they ain't gonna never try to let it be told that nobody. Hold on, baby. Hold on. I'm just a stranger. Don't drive me away. Lord.
I think Miss Jackie just chilling right now, y'all. But look, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna close this live out because I'm gonna reset. I'm gonna have a
and snatch you and put you at a cross and burn and threaten to take your house. This ain't that no more. It's the year 2026. This has gone on for 13 years. This woman, that family, his sisters, grandparents, uncles, etc. have yet to get justice. As y'all hear me talk, those who had attended that school during them times and that hours, it's time to speak up. Y'all are grown with kids. Your kids probably done had kids. It ain't no more of that. It's time to open up your mouth. Even the little white tea kids, it's time to open up your mouth. It ain't nothing they can do to you. Nothing. Nothing that can't be seen or shown. I just cannot fathom. Black people at this time and age is still scared to talk like they finna come in and do something to y'all. Come on now.
Listen. Unfortunately, my city it's a college town. ESPN deemed my city Wintersville. It's about football, and it's some good old boy residents up under that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, the folks there, crosstown rival, Lowndes High, Valdosta. You know what I'm saying? And then it's also a college town. It's a college town. That's those who come from Atlanta. If they don't want to move too far away from home, God darn, go to Valdosta State. You know what I'm saying? So you can hit I-75 and go back and see your mom and all this and that. It's the ecosystem. It just is what it is.
It's not is what it is. And I don't want you.
I'm sorry. I can't change the
I respect you.
CEO been
I
saying
respect you.
what really needs
I
to
respect.
happen.
Listen, I respect you, and I'm finna go on mute because I feel like I'm overly talking, y'all. I respect everything y'all brothers are telling and saying on this live right now, but it's excuse after excuse. It's
Ain't
no
no
more.
excuse.
It's not the early 1900s. At what point? I don't care if it's a college town, a historic college town. I don't care about none of that. This could be one of y'all relatives. At some point in time, all that yes master shit is out the fucking window. It's 2026.
I know my folk, man.
We gotta realize.
I know how things get. I live in a small town.
Hold on. What I missed? Who said yes, master? Who said yes to master?
Listen.
But Miss Lady, did you not say you from Miami?
I am from Miami.
You from Florida?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So it's different. I'm from Georgia. You know what I'm saying?
And I live, and now, listen, and that's what I'm telling you. And now I moved from Miami. I live in a rural area where I know what you're talking about, and I see it every day with my eyes. And I see the cover-ups. I see how the DA works with the judges. The judges work in with the police officers. The police officers work with the medicals. I see it. Everybody scratches each other back. I done seen where white children done did the most egregious stuff in this town, and guess what happens? Probation. I done seen it. I done seen what has happened, how black kids done got beat and kicked in the face on video by these drug detectives, smug detectives, excuse me. I done seen it in these small towns. And guess what these black folks do? Well, I don't want no problems, master. Let's not go to the courthouse. Let's not make no scenes. We don't want master to take nothing from us. So let's talk about it amongst us. But God and Jesus Christ is gonna save us. And no, enough of that. Enough of that. They can't take nothing from you. They can't come in your house and snatch your child like Emmett Till.
So y'all boy was up here waiting on Jesus?
No. I mean,
that's how they act in these small towns.
Man.
That's how they act in these small towns. They so scared. The white man done put so much fear in these older black people hearts to the point they still act like they in the early 1900s, the 1950s. This ain't that no more. I'm one of the young black women that's gonna speak up if it happens. I have a son. That's why I'm very vocal about this. I have a 6-year-old child. And I will take every breath in me if something like that happened to my child. But I'm different. If the police or anything was to happen to my child, and I know the police have something to do with it, I'm walking their kids down. I am the woman that's gonna be on the news to let them know I have annihilated your whole family lineage. I'm that female. I'm tired of black women and black men doing this and turning a blind eye. Enough is enough.
I don't really think that it's like.
One at a time, y'all. Would you say, Jared?
Hey man, hey, long time, bro. But anywho, I'm from Valdosta myself, player. I don't know what the hell she talking about, but that ain't no lady downtown, to tell you the truth, dog. Anybody on this app right now can Google Valdosta. Ain't nobody bound down to no private ride.
I never said that. The person below me said that's how they move in Valdosta.
Hold on, wait.
Get that correct.
No, you said this.
So what? Hold on, wait. We need to go back. What is everybody talking about? Like, what happened when I walked off? What? How did this? What's going on?
Okay. So Uncle was basically summing up of how the dude Cap was explaining how the older black people basically they don't speak up, they try to like distance themselves when something happens. And I was trying to break down basically they need to stop that. They need to stop being a yes master. Let's not talk about it, leave it alone. Jesus gonna handle everything. Now the other brother done came up and interjected that I'm the one that said that's how they work down there in Valdosta. I never said that. So when you direct something, you come down and you talk to the brother that said that's how they move down there, that they still have that mentality. I live in North Carolina. I'm speaking on what I am going through and what I see what older black people do and how they go around with crimes are committed against us black folks and how they never really speak up and say stuff.
Peace, Pretty. How you doing? Welcome in. Okay, so, all right. Is it more to it? Because if that's the only problem, then I actually have to agree with that if y'all talking about people stop kissing white people ass. But I don't know what all led up to that. But if that's what y'all talking about, because I'm kind of confused.
Brother, she brought that chaos energy. Baby girl brought that chaos energy, what we supposed to be on. That's what the issue is.
I'm saying, so what's the overall problem? Like, how did we, this is what I, listen, everybody relax. This is what I'm saying. Before I left, we was talking about Kendrick. I come back, I hear this. So that's why I'm asking what,
She broke down basically what happened. It's nothing that they just were saying that, you know, the older people don't want to do nothing. And she said, "Nah, we need to activate. We need to do something." And then this guy right here with the ex, whoever his name is, he just came in.
Jared. This is Jared. Yes.
Yeah,
Jared.
that's just basically what happened. It ain't nothing. She just giving their energy. You know what I'm saying? And she right, shit.
It's still on
let me
topic.
break
She was
something
just
down
talking
to you.
about.
What happened, Rashad? Go ahead, Rashad. I got you, Jerry. I'm gonna let you go. Cause see, that's what I'm trying to do. What I'm not trying to have, because I let y'all grown, so I let people get their point across. I ain't gonna let nobody disrespect each other, but at the same time, we have to have respect too. I can't have Kendrick Johnson on my backdrop and people up here going back and forth about something. You know what I'm saying? It's like, to me, that's feel like it's kind of disrespectful towards his mother. His mother can come in my live. She has got her son up here arguing about something else. I don't even know. But
Yeah,
Rashad
but that's what I'm
said
saying.
that it was still
That's
on.
basically what happened,
Hold
though,
on.
Garcia.
I got you. Rashad said that it was still on point. Because everybody up here good with me. So I want to hear all y'all out. And I hear Uncle Steezy too. He said he felt like it was bad energy. So I know he ain't gonna lie to me. But like I said, we do gotta kind of bring it back to the truth. Go ahead.
No, sir. CEO, brother, no. I didn't say bad. I said sister brought that chaos energy, which was what needs to be happening.
Yeah, so pretty
Okay,
much.
go ahead. So you was agreeing with what I was saying earlier, Uncle Steve. I got you. Go ahead, Rashad.
He was just like, so we talk about these topics, but though this is one situation, these kind of crazy things are happening all around. So we also have to talk about overall solutions, right? So, and what she was just doing was talking about like, yo, there does have to be an overall solution of how we handle this kind of shit. And it can't be sitting back waiting for the same people that are doing the crime to bring us justice, because it's not going to happen. You know, there's going to have to come a time where we stand up for ourselves and make some shit happen. Right? Because a lot of the reason why we fall short in getting justice is because the niggas that are perpetuating the crimes in the justice system. So it's like, yo, they do it, then they put on their robe, then we go talk to them and try to get answers, and they're like, oh, we don't know. Of course you don't know. You're the one that did it. You know what I mean? So what the fuck? That's not how it's ever gonna work. But I also think that, like, when it comes to like fear and everything, we have to be logical too, right? I've lived in a small town where it's like, maybe they're not scared of like white people in general, but if you live in a small ass town that's controlled by these people, you might not say nothing because you're like, damn, who's gonna have my back? So part of the solution is we do have to come together as a people and not feel alone. I know a lot of so-called black people probably feel alone when shit happens because we're not even a community before these things happen. You know what I mean? So it's like, damn, if like, imagine there's other black children that might know what's going on. They go home and tell their parents like, yo, I kind of think I know about this situation. Do you think their parents are gonna be like, yo, tell the police? Or do you think their parents are gonna be like, yo, don't say nothing because you might end up just like that? You know what I mean? But this is realistic thinking, right? It's not always like, oh, I'm just shaking in my boots. Sometimes it's like, yo, I got to protect my family. And the only way to do that is to be quiet. You know what I mean? Because nobody has our back. And, you know, even the niggas in the neighborhood don't have our back. So we have to come together as a community so we feel, and that'll make us feel safer if we come together. If I know something happens to my child, I got 5,000 people that automatically have my back just because, I'm going to feel a little bit different than knowing that I have to petition and do all these things just to get my people to even possibly care.
And I appreciate you breaking it down. But yeah, we're gonna go like this. And I see you, Jerry, because I did cut Jerry out. But the reason why I say that, because I get it, we can agree to disagree. But everybody was on good talking points earlier, so we should have just left it at that, because baby girl did break down a lot of things that I talked about yesterday pertaining to this situation. So really everything everybody was saying was facts, but we got to start sticking to that, because it's just shit like that is the reason why we can't get nowhere. We were just talking about building, then it was
The teachers, they need to be brought into court. The other coaches need to be brought into court too. The whole grand scheme of the plan was basically centered around Brandon Bell going to being released from class with the rest of his teammates for the wrestling team they had. This has everything to do with the brothers. They committed this crime around the time them teachers said, all right, Brandon Bell, since you have a tournament, you and such can go ahead and skip third and fourth period. That leaves them enough window for when they knew Kendrick was gonna be by himself. Like the whole grand scheme of everything, this case is so simple to solve. Like the gentleman below me said, it's the history that they have in that town as to why nothing is being done.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you like this. And I don't know if that was you talking earlier. Harrington Funeral Home. That was the central funeral home in my city until Renda Godfrey, who went to the NFL, came from Georgia. He has a new one. I ain't been back home in a while, but this I do know. Harrington Funeral Home bury all black folks. When they found a newspaper in him and all this and that, y'all had to be on it. Now, if the GBI, once they release the body and all this, you know what I'm saying, and y'all bury him to the point where they had to excavate him, y'all on it too. Just like you were saying earlier, hey, sometimes the black folks ain't in on it too. Hush, hush, shh. For real. But Miss Jackie was like, hell no, dig him up. I'm going to take him to Florida and see what's really real. Type deal. So I don't know how it's gonna go. Like I say, it put a disdain. My mama just wanted my diploma, and I walked across that goddamn stage. I ain't have a whole bunch of seals on my shit, but goddamn, you know what I'm saying. But
that's why with the new evidence,
I did what she wanted, and Miss Jackie wanted her son to walk across that stage. That's why I feel the way I feel, but hey, I'll land my plane on that.
And that's why the new evidence shows a black man walking after hours during the time frame of he was unalived. It was a black man by himself walking. That's why I said all this is tied. All of this leads back to the Bell brothers, that medical examiner, and whoever was dealing with the body of Kendrick at that time. When I tell y'all repeatedly, I keep saying the same thing over and over again. This is a multi-arrest. When I say multiple arrests, I'm talking about from the federal on down, from government on down. This is one of the hugest cover-ups in that town of like our modern day history. This is the hugest cover up. And I'm sure they have whispered among their family members and then in secrecy not to speak on it unless they're around each other. But they know what's going on. The students of that body around that year of graduation in that time, they know. Kendrick did not only go to that gym by himself, he went with other people. And they need to talk to those two black boys that went in behind him. What did y'all see? Where did he walk off to? None of this is being written down. They sloppy for a reason.
But they were being threatened. The student body was being threatened. The student body was being threatened. Like, hey, if you say anything about this, you can't graduate.
Do you know that for a fact?
Yeah, I bet you they told them more than you can't graduate.
For real.
They told them way more than if you say something you can't graduate.
Yeah.
Man, listen, y'all. They were suspending. They were suspending students. Hold on, brother. Real quick, brother. They were suspending students who said or asked anything about Kendrick. You couldn't wear his shirt. You couldn't question it. If you go to that school and you just walked around and said, hey, y'all, what really happened to Kendrick? You going to in-school suspension or getting suspended. It was said. His mother said it. The children said it. So this is serious. Like these folks, like the way they got this whole little operation set up, it's against us till there ain't no more. Like they not playing no type of games. Anything dealing with protecting us, trying to stick up for us, anything. And that's why I said it's really important to go back to what Baby Girl was saying. It's very important that we as a community actually stand with Miss Jackie, like on some real shit. We sitting here watching our people get beat down and have to fight for stuff like this themselves. The same thing for Miss Nikki, what she got going on with her son. Like they try to normalize this pain that they putting on our women, children, and brothers and stuff like that, where we have to sit back and see our people go through. Y'all, this ain't no game. Like real shit. Like ain't no way in hell we ain't out there with that lady.
Kinfolk.
And I understand we got other shit going on. Y'all got children, everybody got problems on there. I get it, but goddamn, y'all, we supposed to be standing together, like on some real shit.
A lot going on with this case that they've been trying to cover up. But like I said, the camera's been rolling. It's just they've been touching and finessing the cameras. And when he went to that gym, and certain areas of him being in the schoolhouse, walking down the hallway, the breezeway, all of a sudden there's problems with the cameras where certain individuals are being blurred out, or it skips to another. It's a lot of covering up. So like I said, the lead detectives on that first round that came to that schoolhouse, they already had a phone call and conversation with the Bell brothers and the other wrestlers about what's need to be done and how we need to turn Miss Johnson around. Let's not cause no scenes. Let's have no uproars. Don't let her walk the school grounds. No, none of that. Let's try to push her ass up out of there. And we about to get in, do what we got to do. And then that's when we finna get our stories together.
That's what it was. Cause like shortly after that, I had to get a transcript. And when I went back to my man, them folk act like ain't none of that occur. The administration, they act like ain't none of that occur. And it saddens me because, you know, I graduated from there. I walked across that stage. You know what I'm saying? And like back like after it happened, I was chastising my classmates. Like, man, I wouldn't even go to a football game. For real, until we get this solved. But like,
so you said you went to this school?
Yeah, Lions High.
Did you know about the history?
That's my alma mater.
Okay, do you know about the history in that town?
Bro, I'm born and raised. I was born in Hay Howard, R.I.P. to Mary Turner. You know what I'm saying? But
so you do know.
Yeah, bro, that's my hometown.
I know, but
that's
you know
my hometown.
How. And it ain't nothing personal. I was just asking because, you know, it's a lot of people that's from an area and don't know what happens in that area.
No, bro. I was born in Hay Howard, but all the way up until the age 24, Valdosta, Georgia, Lowndes County, for real. And it's been a whole bunch of stuff they cover up down there.
So are you down there now, or you been moved away from there?
Nah, I've been in Atlanta for 20 years. I came up to Atlanta right up I-75, you know what I'm saying, when I was 24. I'm from Atlanta, but that's my birthplace, basically, because Hay Howard and Lowndes is the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's basically the same thing. You know, my mama just decided to have me in Hay Howard. But Valdosta, Georgia, Valdosta Wildcats, the Lions High Vikings. Yeah, I graduated from Lions High School, 1998. Diploma in hand.
You ever had problems at that school?
Man, bro, we had segregated proms. I ain't know what it was until later. Valdosta High had the prom, we had the mort. That's prom spelled backwards. That was 1993. They been on that BS. My city been on that BS, man. For real.
That's crazy.
I was like, what the hell is the mort dance? That's prom spelled backwards. Everybody went to Lowndes. The black folk, the YT folks, Valdosta, bro, real talk. They been on that BS. They ain't trying to solve this.
Yeah,
they ain't trying to solve this.
A segregated prom?
Bro, yeah. All the way up to 1993, 1994, we had segregated proms, bro. Real talk.
Now that That honestly says a lot. I mean, in itself. So how could we ever expect for something when something like this happens that it's gonna be justice in it?
Right. And that's why I asked him that question, because I already knew it was gonna be something crazy. And that's over 30 years ago.
Yeah, my city ain't gonna get right, man. Them folks. Down there, South Georgia, Cause we was the richest city. I don't know about now, cause you got Langdale down there. They cut the trees for the light poles. The light poles that you see, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, cause Gwinnett is the richest county. Valdosta is the richest city in Georgia. So, they got